Every day starts with an expectation and ends with an experience. A very good morning to all of you. Have a beautiful day. Food is the most primitive form of comfort. So, again, today we will learn one more chapter of food, that is preservation of food. When you leave a bowl of a cooked rice in the kitchen for a day, it starts smelling bad and becomes unfit for eating. But if you store uncooked rice in a jar in the kitchen for a whole month, it remains fine. Do you know why is it so? On the other hand, some foods like cereals, pulses and spices can be stored for a much longer time than milk, meat and fruits. Do you know why is it so? So, in this chapter, we will learn how food items get spoiled and how we can preserve them. Let us see how food gets spoiled. When we keep a slice of a bread in the open for one day, we find green or black patches on it. It also has a foul smell. This slice of bread is spoiled due to the growth of fungi, that is a microorganism called bread mold on it. It is unfit for eating. Similarly, if we keep a glass of a milk in the open for one day, a foul smell starts coming from it. The milk becomes unfit for drinking. It has been spoiled due to the growth of microorganism called bacteria. Generally, food materials get spoiled due to the action of bacteria, fungi, insects and rats also. Bacteria and fungi in the air settled on a food. They grow, multiply and decompose the food, releasing the substances that are harmful to our health. Eating spoiled food can cause food poisoning. The symptoms of the food poisoning are stomach ache, diarrhea, fever and vomiting. Bacteria and fungi grow well at room temperature and in the presence of moisture. Cooked food spoils easily as it has moisture. Wheat and rice and pulses also do not get spoiled easily because they are almost dry. We can keep them in airtight containers. Insects and rats cannot enter closed containers. This method is called as dry storage. Now we will see how we can preserve the food. We cannot preserve food forever, but we can prevent it from getting spoiled for quite some time by making it difficult for bacteria and fungi to reach it and grow on it. The process in which food materials are given a suitable physical or chemical treatment to prevent their spoilage is called food preservation. Different types of foods are preserved by using different methods of preservation. Some of the methods used in food preservation are discussed here. Let us discuss the first method. When we boil milk, the food spoiling bacteria present in it get killed. So, the boiled milk remains good for a long period of time. It means the first method is heating. Heating food kills all food spoiling bacteria and fungi and prevents the food from getting spoiled. The second method is drying. Food spoiling bacteria do not grow well in dry conditions. So, many vegetables like methi leaves, cauliflower, and ginger can be preserved in our homes just by drying them in sun. The sun's heat removes water from these food materials and makes them dry. Fishes are also preserved in the sun by drying them. The third method is cooling. Food spoiling bacteria do not grow and multiply in cold conditions. So, when foods like milk, cooked vegetables and pulses, fresh fruits and vegetables are kept in cool places like refrigerators, they do not get spoiled. Fish and meat can be stored in deep freezers for a month. Do you know, children? French scientist Louis Pasteur developed a good method of preserving milk. This method is called pasteurization. In this method, milk is boiled for some time to kill the bacteria present in it and then cooled quickly to prevent the remaining bacteria from growing. The milk is then filled into sterilized bottle or pouches. We can preserve food by using salt and sugar also. Some fruits and vegetables such as mangoes, lemons and amla can be preserved in the form of pickles by using salt as a preservative. Some fruits such as apples, ripe mangoes, oranges, strawberries and pineapples are preserved in the form of jams and jellies by using sugar as a preservative. Salt and sugar remove water from the food. This prevents the bacteria from growing and prevents food spoilage. Potatoes and bananas are preserved in the form of wafers by drying and using salt as a preservative. Pulses are made into papad by using salt and spices as preservatives. Besides salt and sugar, mustard oil, vinegar and spices are also used as a food preservatives. Do you know, children, a chemical like sodium metabisulfite kills all the food spoiling bacteria and prevents food spoilage. Sodium metabisulfite is used to preserve foods such as jams, jellies, juices and squashes. This is our fifth method, that is, we can use chemical preservatives and preserve our food items. Now we will discuss the sixth method, that is canning. Food is first heated to a high temperature to kill food spoiling bacteria and fungi and then sealed in airtight cans to prevent the growth of microorganisms again. This method is called as canning. So children, we had discussed 6 methods to preserve the food items. That is, the first method is heating, second method is drying, third is cooling, and the fourth is by using salt and sugar. Fifth method is by using chemical preservatives, and the sixth method is canning. Now we will discuss some of the advantages of food preservation. Food preservation decreases food wastage. It increases the storage period of food. Food preservation makes possible for us to get fruits and vegetables even in off seasons. Nowadays, we get cauliflower, capsicum and apples throughout the year. Food preservation makes possible for us to get fruits and vegetables from far off places. Apples of Kashmir and oranges of Nagpur are available in Delhi as well. It is very important to prevent wastage. In a country like ours, many people do not get enough food to eat. We must therefore prevent wastage of food. Take only as much food on your plate as you can possibly eat. Cook as much food as the family requires. Store the leftover food, fruits and vegetables in the refrigerator or in a cool, dry place for later use. Store cereals, pulses and spices in clean, dry and airtight containers. We must not waste food. Also, food preserved is food produced. Our collective action can help remove hunger from our society. So, preserve food, prevent it from wastage and help our country. Thank you, children. Have a nice day.